I'm from South Carolina. I moved out here, and they had me thinking Orange County was just the Holy Grail. Oh, you go to Orange County, they got that money in Orange County. I'm from LA, so Brian gonna have to take a detour real quick, put me on game about the ride, and then we'll get back on track. Don't lose your train of thought.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to the LA Rams, but
why not? Whoa, let's talk about this. Hold on. Sometimes you just gotta go with how you feel.
I am old enough to remember a time where it was weird to be on the internet.
My name is Trey Hatton.
This is Rob Palacio. This is gonna be a beautiful thing for sure. Yo, what up?
What's going on, Rob, man? I mean, I ain't got nothing going, just changing diapers.
Yeah. It's a slow one. Diapers. It's a slow one, man. It's actually, I'm not gonna lie, man. The weekend was great. Not tripping on the weekend, but it's been, a little bit of a troubling time for me. And I think I need to I think I either need to cut back on some social media or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you just in a funk? You just feel it out of it?
I mean, like the funny thing is, like, I'm not a political person, but there's a lot of things going on right now in the world that's kind of like, because I'm not a political person. The people that, the powers that be may know what they're doing, and it's just a scary time. But the worry is they don't, and the common person gets screwed over, or that they're doing something for themselves and the common person gets screwed over. So, I don't like this business of, and again, I'm going to be careful because I don't want to turn this into a political situation, but
100%. I understand.
But, I don't like that we are not cool with Canada at this point, and all this crazy, and they talking about they going to turn off our lights and we about to like charge them for stuff. It's weird. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's a lot going on. And I'm with you. I do not indulge in politics, in political matters, but man, it's really all you do see on your social media feed. So I will say that, man, it's kind of hard to avoid. And my thing is, you got to know what you're talking about. And I feel like there's so many different narratives and so many different information that's being pumped out. It's kind of hard to even get grounding on what's right, what's wrong, what's going on.
Yeah.
So I just pray.
Yeah. So I find myself as, a person, as a dad, as a, I'm just like, I'm holding on and I'm trying to figure out, like, what are we doing? Or what does this mean for me? What does this mean for my family? And this is the last thing I need right now, to be honest. So I don't know, man. Like I woke up this morning and I woke up to, hearing something about, Canada's response. Our government didn't like that. So our response is to, charge them for more stuff. And the people of Kentucky are upset now because now their bourbon got pulled off the shelf and that's going to directly affect them. And I'm just like, this is getting crazy.
Not the bourbon.
Kentucky bourbon is struggling now, or they plan to be. And like, you just keep seeing it don't end. You know what I mean? It's not like the news cycle comes and then you leave it be and you go about your day. You click on one thing and
it leads to nothing.
It keeps feeding to you. So because I clicked on something on YouTube, I'm seeing, now the orange juice is left on the shelf because they won't buy our orange juice. And then now their guy said they're going to raise, I guess they're responsible for some of our electricity. So,
shoot.
They're like going to raise that by, I think, $400K, which it trickles down to like an average extra $100 and some odd per family in those regions on your energy bill. So our president's response to that was, okay, well, now I'm gonna put another tariff that's gonna go into effect tomorrow or something like that. And so it's like, it became
it's just like back and forth.
Yeah, this pissing contest. And then I'm like, this ain't safe. Cause they both came back down because that causes other issues, right? So I'm like, why is this so public? This is weird.
Why is it so public? I've been reading a lot of stuff about it. A lot of stuff in this today has been more public, man. I don't know if it's for the good, bad, or the ugly, but I don't know, man. Like I said, I just pray, man. I think that we're going to come up out of it.
Yeah.
And
either way, it just kind of put me in a funk, man. I don't know. Like I was taking my kid to school and I just was like, oh God. And I found myself listening to it while I'm driving and I'm like, well, what am I doing?
You definitely want to listen to them. And then, your not your thoughts, but kind of your energy.
Yeah.
About from your kid, and they might go to school with another kid that thinks something different. You know what I mean? So I just think about stuff in that context.
Well, fortunately for that one, he need to know. He 18. He about to be on his own. So
he need to kind of get up in it.
So it wasn't that, but that's usually not how I spend my morning. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I found myself out of pocket, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to rebound at this, 10:45 in the morning. I'm trying to rebound and fix the rest of my day because, I can't be in that kind of space all day.
Well, man, if it makes you feel any better, bro, I didn't get my 3 miles in a day yet. I've been pretty good about my 3 miles a day for like the past week and a half. And I haven't gotten in today yet. So that's still on the board. You know what I mean? So you're not alone. Like my day is a little jacked up too.
I
did get up.
I didn't do anything yet. Didn't do anything.
We got to get it in, bro.
Yeah. Agreed.
And it's kind of hard when you get the rain. You know what I mean? Oh, you kind of start feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah.
The rain. I don't know if I really got to tell that. Shut up. You got to tell yourself to shut up and go get it done.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got up. I did my little ginger shot. I'm about to make a new batch. Got to add the black pepper. I haven't forgot.
Yeah.
I got to roll down on my phone to add the baby turmeric. But yeah, man, I kind of chilled. Today was a slow day for me too. It's kind of my wife went into work a little later, so I kind of spent the morning with her. But it all get figured out. But anyway, let's shift. That political stuff, guys. It's on my brain now. I'm trying to get us out of it.
See, I gotta stop spreading this virus.
Nah, it ain't a virus. It ain't a virus. But I know my brain. I just start thinking deeply about stuff. Yeah, and then I'm gonna spend the next hour after we get done this podcast researching stuff.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to bring a question to you. I guess shout out to my boy. He the one that gave me this question, and I'll definitely give my feedback on it too. But what he said was, would you rather be able to live of 10 years of a great life, where you provide for your family, set them up for the future, and do all the things you want to do for 10 years, but after that you die? Or would you rather live 40 years of a very simplistic, not above your means life, and there's nothing wrong with that life either? I think I can go ahead and answer though.
Okay.
I struggle because as a father of two now, I do want that future set up, boy. That 10 years, but 10 years is a blink of an eye now to me. And I'm only 27 years old. But I vividly remember what I was like as a junior in high school. I'm 27, I'm saying, but I remember being 17 as a junior in high school.
Right.
Like that's how fast 10 years went by.
Right. Yeah.
So when I hear 10 years and I think about if I did it now, I'll be 37. My daughter will only be 10. My son will only be 16. They still need me. Like they just still need me. So for me, I would probably take the 40-year boy for me. And that's just because time.
I'm not surprised you would say that.
It doesn't say because of my age. I just want to be around them,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to spend as much time with them as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Not even for selfish gain. Like, I'm not doing it because I want to live. I want to do it because I done brought other people into this world,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to make sure they set up the way they need to be set up to succeed in life. Just because I leave a ton of money for my kids, and just because I give them money doesn't necessarily mean they're going to continue on the right path. I need that's my thought process. And that's just, the Bible says you raise your kids up in the way that you want them to go. I think just because I make millions of dollars and I leave it for them, so young doesn't mean they necessarily are going to execute on the way they should. So now I would take the 40 boy, and then I would just set them up to do good in life. I would just do that, but that's me.
Okay. You know what? That doesn't surprise me knowing you. And that's actually closer to where I'm leaning. I would say so that's not an easy answer. And I wouldn't fault anyone for either answer. I think it depends on, potential. I think it depends on how old are your kids, and where you are in your life. I would, at this current time, probably lean towards the 40. And the reason I say that, first and foremost, my own, inspiration and example in front of me is my father. He was still present, right? Like,
dope.
We ran a long race together. We still running a long race together. So, I would imagine, that would be greater than any financial dollar he could have gave me, just because, like you just said, the fear is, there may be things that are more valuable than money for you to pass on to your children. I think of my cousin, rest his soul, died right about your age. I think he was 28, 29 when he died. His daughter now is a grown woman at about 20, 21 years old. And, I don't get to see her much. I've only seen pictures of her recently, but I hope she's doing well. But the last time I saw her, she was a young teen. And with that kind of a gap, she doesn't remember much of her father. She knows what people tell her. And so you could argue, if you leave money, if you leave a business, if you leave whatever, those things can be helpful. Those things can be stepping stones, and you hope those things translate positively to your children. But I was just raised to believe through my parents that your presence sometimes is more important. I watched my parents choose presence, like them being there, presence over financials. There were times that they really sat there and racked their brain about, okay, it's getting hard. Do we both get jobs, or does one of us do we make sure one of us is home at all times? And their strategy was, we're going to stagger our schedule so that there is an adult present most hours of the day. Now, but I now as an adult know what that sacrifice is like, because what they gave up, Treve, is they gave up their relationship. Because my mom would be with us, or my dad would be with us in the morning. No, the other way around. My mom would be with us, go to work. My dad would go in the afternoon through the evening. He'd get home. He'd need to sleep because he'd have to repeat. He's up while we're at school. So when do they see each other?
Right.
And they did that for many years.
Probably 2 hours out of the day.
Yeah. It's probably akin to what you would describe you and your wife are doing. But maybe even more so, because like my dad would come home late at night when my mom was already asleep.
That's what I'm saying. I see my wife. I mean, she here, but she just be in class.
Yeah.
So she's here. I mean, she gets here my wife gets done from work at 3. She starts class at 5. Now she's in here on her computer, but we're not spending time together.
Right.
We don't start spending time together until about 8. Really, about 7:38. So yeah, that's That's tough.
It's a sacrifice. So to answer the question, I think I would take the long haul for the same reasons. I think, you know, my kids, my family would benefit more from me physically. Just because I've got people who have lost, you know, mothers, fathers, like way too early and had to navigate that. I know what that looks like. That's hard. And I don't think money or we can build a generational wealth together and we'll take the long route. Even if I'd rather build the generational wealth, let my children see the wealth, and I just saw the hustle and the struggle of it, and I don't even see the finances of it. Leave and let my kids have it. I'd rather do that.
Okay. I mean, but you know, Ryan, like, but then you start to think like, man, that 10 years though, man, and you set them up. I mean, you want to talk about legacy? Man, being able to set your family up, and let's just say in a perfect world, right? You do the 10-year, boy. You set up a foundation or an amazing business venture. Your kids are able to be ushered into that business, right? And that business just continue to grow, right? Never leaves the family. Your family basically becomes, you know, they're able to really multiply what you left there. In the perfect world, let's just say the perfect world. Now you got grandkids and great grands that do know you because they're gonna say, "This is how it all started."
Nah, bro. No? They don't. You're like, they know you like you know Martin Luther King. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not, we all want that. It's very rare. I mean, I would challenge anyone to go, is there a family member who left some sort of mark in your family that you yourself really never met or hardly knows, or that person maybe died when you were 2 or 3? How often you think about what that person left you? How often are you acknowledging that person?
Look, that's because we all broke. and nobody rich left no bread.
I mean, I don't see, and again, I want to be careful here because I don't want to talk about other people's families and stuff like that. But I'd be interested to know how often Kim Kardashian is talking about her dad.
Yeah, tight. Yeah. And he set him up.
Yep.
And he set him up.
So, you know, and that's a dude that left a legacy that can be remembered. That was, you know, or wow. I mean, there's so many examples of that, right? So
that's pretty good. You
know, I mean, if it wasn't for financial gain, is Michael Jackson's kids still yelling his name out? I'm just asking. I don't have that answer, but to me, it ain't the same. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, man.
I see a lot of people where
those are just 2 really good examples. That don't prove anything.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you do with that?
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I agree with you. This is bring it full circle. I think it's case by case. I think it's age. I think it's where you are with your family. And I just think it's what you want for your life, what you want for your kids' life, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely can see.
You know what made me really think about the word, you use that word legacy, was I was always big on that word. I was always big on, you know, leaving a legacy. And then I watched and heard what Mike Tyson said. And it made me, and I haven't arrived at an answer, but it makes me think about how much that actually matters.
What do you say? It's just like not like a kind of summarize. I don't know.
I mean, you know, Mike is kind of cruel. So like some little kid was asking him, they were like, "Hey, you haven't fought since before I was alive." I think it was like a little 11-year-old girl or something. And for all intents and purposes, I don't remember the exact words he said, but he pretty much was like, fuck legacy. Like, he was like, no one's going to remember you past tomorrow. Like, I care about my kids, my grandkids, the money I leave them. I don't care what anyone else thinks. And to me, that's what solidified ahead of time that he was going to take a dive for that paycheck.
Yeah, but that's Mike Tyson though. Yeah, that kind of, yeah.
But I mean, you work so hard and you go down, or you're supposed to go down, protect that legacy of being the greatest fighter that ever lived. And then you decide to take something you could argue is beneath him.
Definitely.
For marketing. And he decides that's more important than preserving that legacy. Right? So it made me think, I go, oh, so what's the more important thing for us to remember Mike Tyson, the incredible boxer, or for him to say, I'm going to take this $1 million check
and take care of my family
and who cares what the world thinks?
It's case. I'm be with you. It depends on the person. It's what we said. I think Mike, I think he came to realization that Buster Douglas already knocked me out, so legacy's over with.
I mean, he did all the hard work already. He was like, this is easy. I'm going to dance around with some young kid, some young social media kid, throw a few blows. I'm going to show the world I could still touch him a little bit, back off. Okay. And then pay.
And he actually did get in shape. Yeah, he got in shape, and
then he got hurt.
He did the whole training. And then, it was a lot. He really did commit to it all, which is really, really dope, man. Mm. And I would love to see him fight again. Honestly, it honestly made me want him to take it serious, because I know he can really go crazy. You know what I mean?
He don't need long. He don't need long. But I mean, you know what? I don't want to see that. I don't.
You don't?
I don't, man. That's somebody's grandpa, man. I don't want to see that.
You telling me that's somebody's grandpa? That ain't no average grandpa.
No, he's not. He's not. Grandpa. But like the fact that while training, he almost died. Like whatever happened to him. Like
he didn't die. But did you die?
But did you die?
Question. Yeah, but did you die?
But don't you think he should be done with that? But did you die behavior? Like he did that?
Nah, I don't. But I'm crazy. So, and I say crazy. Let me slow down. You know that in my mind, I think that the crazier the idea, the doper it is, right? The more unorthodox, and this is not always true, but I think
I was like, be careful now.
No, that's not always true.
Uh-huh.
But the unorthodox idea of something like training past 60, right? Training to box a match past 60. If you're that dude, like, and I'm saying this per individual, like if you really are that dude, I'm not saying you've been on your butt for 50 years and then you decide to get up and be a professional boxer. That's different. But I'm saying this is Iron Mike Tyson. There's a dog. There's something inside in that man's body that ain't human. Okay. And if he feels like he can do it, guess what? I'm in full support of it. That's just how I see it. All right. Every human is different. The mind is a powerful thing. Whatever you think, I believe you can do in most cases. So, hey, that's just me. I just believe in, hey, don't let nobody stop you and get in there. And, if you do die, we remember you.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not disagreeing. I just, everything has its time. And you can push the limit. Like we've seen that,
push it to the limit.
We've seen that in a few different variations, right? We saw Tom Brady play into his mid-40s and still be great. We see LeBron James still playing, like regardless if I like him or not. No matter if he's flopping.
But don't try to do that. Don't do that. A dog. Keep going. Keep listening.
Or no matter if he want to fight commentators for talking basketball about his son.
Ooh, let's talk about that. Give me one. Go ahead. We're going to bring it back up.
But he is still out there. Oh, he just got hurt. Sorry. Maybe he don't fit the bill. No, he does. But
you so
but still performing at a high level into his 40s, things that have never been done. Right. So that speaks to what you're saying, right? Mike Tyson fits that mold. But Father Time is undefeated, and you have to have some grace and dignity at some point and go, I've had a good run. It's time to do something else with my time. And I don't think you can really tell anyone when it's time to do that. But I know not being young and not being old, I know it happens one day, bro. I tried to play basketball again. I tore my Achilles, right? I had a friend of mine who's in his 30s, tore up his knee. My brother just tore up his knee trying to play basketball again.
How long of a break? And I got to do this to you. How long of a break did you take between playing basketball at a high level and then not playing? And also, what was your recovery like when you were playing basketball? How did you recover? You probably didn't.
I see your point. I see your point. Exactly. And that might be true with me. That is not true of my brother and the other friend I'm talking about. And Amari, who you've now met. It happened to him too.
What was it? How long did he go between?
I can't speak for Amari. You got to talk to him when he come back.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Everybody can do. Tell you, you got to lock in. Lock in. And, hey,
I'm just saying it's gonna catch up one day or another. I don't care how hard you train, whatever. Like, there's a reason why, I don't know, Ken Shamrock from the UFC ain't fighting no more. There's a reason why, all these people don't do what they do anymore, right? Muhammad Ali is not doing what he's doing. He's like 90, right? Like, like you get old after a while, you can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that was probably a bad example, but you know what I mean? Like,
nah, you good.
You get to a certain point and you go,
we seen how it look when you try to do something past your time. I respect Muhammad Ali, but he just did it past his time, and you saw the
that's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, those hands, again, no disrespect, those hands don't work like they used to. And then when damn it, I didn't mean it like that. Like, literally his hands did not work like they used to.
You're wrong.
Oh my! All right, I'm done. See, I'm gonna get in trouble. They gonna cancel us.
Hey, because I'm about to go straight to King James. Okay, I wasn't even gonna do it because I'm trying to talk less sport on this podcast and actually give people something. But the people need to hear this, okay? Because there's a little bit of a family dynamic in here. Okay, so I'm leaning more on the side. Okay, first of all, I have all respect in the world for King James. No matter what nobody says, he just showed us what it looks like to commit to the process of playing the sport of basketball, taking care of your body. He's a philanthropist, and he does a great job as a father. So on the other side,
all things I will not deny.
So me either. But here's my thing. I had a huge problem with what he did with Stephen A.
I was wondering what you were going to say about that. Okay, I'm glad we're talking about this. As dads, I'm glad we're talking about this. Okay.
And here's why. No, as a father, of course you stand up to your son, for your son, when you feel you need to. I'm sure he didn't say anything to Bronny about what he was going to do. I'm sure that he would do what we would call, as young people, he felt he needed to address him on site. So, the minute he saw Stephen A., he was going to address the situation. No, I'm just saying.
Go ahead. I'm shaking my head. That's why you responded. But go ahead. I'm going to let you do you.
On the same page.
Okay.
Me and you on the same page. Mm-hmm. I promise you. But as a guy who, in my opinion, and this is me not hating at all, Bronny James didn't have a resume to be drafted. You sold your son, right? You got him on the Lakers. Every other player in the NBA gets ridiculed, right, wrong, or indifferent by sports analysts. It's just like me and you talking, not knocking Stephen A's job. I'm just saying he does a fantastic job of creating narratives. And one thing about Stephen A., he kept his receipt. So Stephen A. said that last year around this time, LeBron James went on national television and said that if you want me, draft Bronny, and that Bronny was better than half of the Lakers.
Half of the NBA. Half of the NBA.
Oh, my bad. Thank you. Thank you for that correction. He was better than half of the NBA. So, with that being said, you can't make that notion and then in the same spirit go and comment, go impress somebody that's only stating the facts about something that you potentially created. All this could have been avoided. It really could have. Stephen A. didn't have to do any of it, but Stephen A. said that due to his father, he wasn't even talking about Bronny, due to who his father is, this is the line, this is the grass that's grown, this is what's in front of him. Okay? I think what LeBron did was lame, in my personal opinion. I just thought it was a little lame. As a father, cool, you did something for your kid, but when is he going to stop doing stuff for his kid and let his kid do for himself is my question. When as a father does that end? That's my question. Because I read comments here, people, oh yeah, as a dad, he let him know what it was. Like, okay, but Bronny James is a grown man. I'm just saying, like, he's in the NBA. So is LeBron going to press every announcer that talks bad about Bronny James? That's my question. Is he going to? Is that what we're doing now? Are we bringing emotion into the game of basketball? Bronny James can speak for himself, and that's just all. That's my opinion on it. And I respect King James. I think he's top 2 greatest NBA players of all time. I don't care what nobody say. He's top 2 and he's not. No, I'm just playing. But he's top 2 of all time.
Okay.
But for me, it's just that was a little unsettling to me. It really was. It really was. And kudos to Stephen A. That's why he's getting paid $100 million contract, because he is able to rile these NBA players up. He's able to get them going and make them respond to him. He's done it time and time again, and that's why he's one of the best. That's why he's one of the best. But yeah, he got King James there. He got him. I'm done. That's all I got to say about it. But I just thought it was. I just thought it was kind of lame. I did. I just thought it was a little lame to me.
So, all right. That was very tactful, what you said. Very tactful.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because I'm going to be a lot more stern than that.
Oh.
I agree with you. However, there are so many layers to this. I think, so where do I even start? I'll start with the obvious. LeBron James is a coward. Flat out.
Ooh, I love where we're going with this.
You know why I say that?
Why?
What did Stephen A. say? They asked him, were you scared? He's like, no, I'm not scared. What was LeBron James about to do? Right there in a stadium full of people, cameras around. You think they was going to come to blows?
No, of course.
Okay.
Of course not.
I'm just checking. So what's the energy for in public?
That's what I'm saying.
As a professional who's on TV, your job is to play basketball on TV and inspire the kids and all these things. What's the energy for in the public eye? You could have waited till you know how to reach that man. You know you can see him backstage. You know you could send for him since you happen to be in the same arena. And all that could have happened behind closed doors.
On site. That's what the young kids say.
No, you a grown ass man. So this is the problem, right? And so then we get mad when everyone wants to handle things on site and be reactionary, right? Now, never mind. That's a different subject. So literally, to me, that was the most cowardice, safest thing that even while he's catching himself trying to defend his son, it's all posturing to look good. Right? Because that ain't, oh, I'm going to see you on site, because if that's the case, then, more should have probably happened if you that upset.
And not even that.
And if you gonna catch me outside in a stadium or whatever, like a lot more should be happening. You should be moving furnitures if you that upset. If not, it should be like, yo, holla at me back here. Right? Like, we need to talk X, Y, and Z, and that'd have been that, or don't talk to me, or whatever, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, okay. That's fine. But you want to make sure you get caught on camera with all that. So that's one. Two, all the things you said, you strong-armed the NBA teams to take your son, the team you're on, took your son. You play for maybe the most historic franchise in sports history. And you get your son there. And we've seen this before. This happened to the Ball brothers. Mm-hmm. Right? Lamar showed up. What's the first one's name? Lonzo?
Lonzo.
He gonna be the greatest, whatever. He got taken advantage of so many ways. They made it a point. Welcome to the NBA. You lucky he made it. Because they really tried to bully him, and they told him, like, you cannot do that. Like, you put a price on your son's head. Now, I understand in theory what LeBron was trying to do and why he was trying to be a dad and protect his son.
Publicly.
Your son was not in danger.
He wasn't. Oh my, thank you, bro.
This is what happens when you don't have an example of a father in front of you. Because your father would have showed you that's not the time to move. There's nothing to do there.
You're hitting something now.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know where he got that energy from, but that ain't the move. First of all, you put your son in the business. What's the business? You grew up watching basketball and then playing basketball. What is Stephen A's job? Stephen A's job is to talk basketball. Did he say your son is the worst person in human history? Did he put family business out into the forefront? Did he give away your son's address? Did he say something incriminating about your son that could ruin his life and his life, put him in any kind of physical danger? None of those things happened. He was talking basketball. Actually, he was talking about you and how you put him in this scenario, and he hasn't cut it yet. Mm-hmm. And your emotional response is, don't do your job. Like, it makes zero sense. You did it because it was safe. You did it because it was safe.
Lame.
It's lame.
No, it was lame.
Because
so lame.
I guarantee you, pick a name. I don't care how far back in history you go. Ron Artest, Shaquille O'Neal, anyone you want to name, any bad boy you want to name, Allen Iverson, as short as he is compared to LeBron James. You talk crazy like that, you would have caught hands. Right? There's a billion of them. There's probably a few of them in the league right now. I don't see that kind of energy with LeBron, with nobody else, nobody on the court. So what is this?
And then Stephen A, and to your point, Stephen A does such a terrific job. Or I'm not going to say playing the victim, but in the very next day, Stephen A is on the air and he's all, I want to address the conversation between me and LeBron. And he is just, Stephen A got him to see. I mean, since you want to be dramatic, we just going to talk about it more. So did you, LeBron, did you help your son or did you make it a bigger deal? Made it a huge deal.
Right? You brought your son into the business. Why don't you shepherd your son, since you're still there, and go, hey, Bronny, see Steven over there? Go talk to him. Let me know what happens. You a grown-ass man now. I'm not going to be here forever.
I like that. You know what? I like that. Say that. That is a much better way to address that. That is a much better way to address that.
Go tell Mr. Smith we need to talk to him after the game not to leave. That you would like to talk to him. And then me, you, and him gonna get in a room by ourselves and we gonna talk about what we're not happy with. And it don't matter what the grievance is. It could be petty. Hey, I don't want you talking about my son, whatever. And you could be emotional however you want. And it could be a petty ask, whatever. But if you being a man and you really actually want to do things properly, that's how you do it.
That's what you do. I agree.
So this is why I don't stand by what he said or did at all, because it was nothing inflammatory going on. There was nothing to move on. You're a millionaire. You're talking to another millionaire and you in front of like thousands of people with millions of people watching TV. Come on, bro. Like the high school girl running track that hit the girl with the baton braver than you, bro.
You feel me?
Like, you're
and
not about to do
she
nothing.
Ain't do it. And she ain't do it. That was her running motion.
Okay.
Her running motion. She was so
I don't know how many relays I've seen, how many baton passes I've seen. I ain't never seen that happen.
She didn't do it, and she don't understand why y'all can't see how she didn't mean to do that. She didn't do it, Ra. So stop. She did not hit that girl in the back of the head.
Okay.
Her hand just raised up that high, and she swung with a little bit of force. That's all.
she was swinging at the gnats.
Yeah, it
that was chasing her.
Place. So stop and leave LeBron alone too. All right, that's King James. But you said something though. I was just sorry. You said something, man, and you took it away. I was not ready for it, man. You said had he had his dad, and I completely forgot that LeBron had only grown up with the mom. I mean, I'm not making it. Listen.
I'll take it there. I'll take it there.
It is a big deal.
I'm going to say something that you probably going to tell me to calm down, but I'm going to say it.
I ain't because
where was that energy when Delonte West was around?
Ooh, but see, you know what? I ain't going to make no excuse for him. You're right.
He handling your mama. And you instead you want to walk on the court sad and somber and everybody, what's wrong with LeBron? What's wrong with LeBron?
Delonte talking to my mama, man. I just can't have it tonight. So you
lose. So that's another one of your championship losses, right?
And your teammate talk to your mom.
I mean, what's wrong? I mean, if there was ever a time to go in public, that was it.
Yeah, that's bad, man. That's a bad beat right there. You know that segment, bad beat.
See, and we want to call it, I'm being a father, I'm being a strong man, and blah, blah, blah. Get out of here, bro. You being a strong man, we would never heard of that.
But I thought that jump was so lame. I'm so glad me and you agree on this. I'm glad. I bet you thought I was going to be like, nah, man.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't think you were going to be on that level, but I thought you were going to be a bit softer about it, though. But you pleasantly surprised me.
I was definitely tactful. I was like, you know, because I do respect him as a player. Don't get me wrong.
Overall, as a dad, I respect the hell out of him. It looks like they raised a good dude. You know, like I don't hear him talking crazy. I don't see him doing nothing. He trying to make the league. I get it. You might not like what's being said because you don't want your son to fail. And here's that word legacy. You about to leave, you know. You put your son in the league and he don't deserve it. So if you leave, the Lakers have no incentive to keep him around. All of a sudden, your son is already out the league. You're done. So you're going to look bad because it's that nepotism is going to show. Right. And not everyone gets that. It was so obvious. So your legacy is at stake. Right. So that's what you're really protecting. You sensitive about that and you can't even handle it properly. Because your interpretation of being a strong and powerful man is skewed.
So you're saying that was a fight or flight response?
It was a very emotional response.
It's fight or flight. I mean, because when you're not in fight or flight, when you can think you posted something the other day.
I can't even call it that. I can't even call it that because where's the pressure? Where was the pressure of the situation? You ain't have to talk to him in that moment.
Well, it was
very diva. It was very diva.
It was very diva. It was. And that's why he wasn't going to get my stamp of approval. I watched that jump going to work on Friday. You know, I'm going to work. I catch up on what's going on. I read your messages, see what you got going on. Man, I scrolled through that jump. I said, bro, I didn't even, and usually, you know, I always, you know, I try to stay out of the comment, but I just had to hear what people had to say about this instance. And man, so many people was like, yeah, LeBron, you let them know. Yeah, LeBron, that's how you stand up for your son. Yeah. And I'm thinking, y'all about to raise some soft A kids, man. You know what I mean?
I dealt with this when I was coaching, right? I didn't have any big instances, but there are definitely these times, you know, if you coach kid sports, you're going to have that parent that's going to walk up to you or be trying to like yell things from the sideline. And you're like, shut up. You ain't out here. You not coaching, and you not out here playing.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you've never even actually played before. But if you have, your heyday is done, or else we'd be at your game watching you. Right? So you need to learn to let your kid go through it, because that's why they're there.
I had to check myself, because, I coached my son. Exactly. I had to check myself because, I coached my son for flag football and basketball, and for soccer, I'm not his coach.
Mm-hmm.
And his first practice, I was trying to coach him.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to take a deep breath and go, you're not his coach no more. Like, you just his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can talk to him when you get home.
Yep.
But you need to let that man hear another voice.
Yeah.
Of direction.
Mm-hmm.
You being in, I mean, of course I want him to know my voice, but him being unable to understand, when he needs to listen to what he needs to decipher for, I'm not helping him.
You're not.
I'm crippling
You're crippling the kid. You're crippling the kid.
I'm
like
him.
even now, when my daughter has performances and I'm not a part of that, you know how some parents, they're waving the whole time. They're like, I'm here, I see you. I'm like, your kid's in character. They got no time for you. That kid's trying to catch the ball. They got no time for you. Right? Like, you just,
they locked in.
They locked in. Respect it. Let them do it. And you talk to them after. And I always go, I'm going to wait till you done. So you get off stage. You don't need to come find me right away. Go say bye to your castmates. Go do whatever you got to do. You coming home with me anyway. We'll talk. We'll debrief. First thing I tell her, hey, what do you think? How do you think you did? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have fun? Yes. Okay. Now are you ready to hear me? Okay, let's talk. Right? I'm not important in that moment. Right? Like, you have to teach your kid to go through the paces, because one day you will not be a part of it, one way or the other.
We really didn't want to double boy there, because not only is Ronnie James in a sport, his dad is in the sport with him on the same team. So it's being a parent,
bro.
Like that.
Did we see Dale Curry? Bad. Did we see Dale Curry pop up and be like, "Don't be talking about my son like that"?
No, no, you're right.
Did we when all that stuff was going on between Steph and his wife? Did you see Dale Curry step up and go and inject himself? Hey, why y'all talking about my son and his marriage, or the fact that his mom is still hot? Like, nothing. Dale Curry's like, I'm a grown ass old man. I used to play in the league, and look at my son. He running the league now. I'm back here.
But you know what, Dad? Where you be pulling these examples about? You be quick with it too, boy.
I pay attention, bro. I pay attention.
You be quick, boy.
But see, everything is a lesson for me. When it happens in front of me, before I have an incident, I log that, and I go, what does that mean? Why haven't I done that? Or like, what's the energy? I just always try to understand it. Like, maybe it's something that I need to learn, or in a positive way, or something I need to make sure I don't do.
Yeah. I always try to take the good, the bad, and and I try to grow from others' experience. But that just ain't me. Like, I could tell that I didn't like that, because that's just not how I would choose to handle that situation myself, as far as parenting. But I agree with you, man. Everything you said, all the way down to my parents left the game most of the time. When I was in high school, my dad gave me his 1987 Chevy Silverado. That's what I drove to school my junior and senior year. So my parents came to my sporting events. They watched the game and they left. They wasn't staying. Once I became old enough to do my own thing, as far as get my butt home, figure out food, communicate with my mom whether I was going to eat at home or whether we were going to, because they used to serve us food after the football game. My parents were like, all right, we'll see you Saturday morning, or we'll see you tonight if we're still awake. Don't come in the house at a disrespectful time. We'll see you then. And then my dad would, comment on the game when he saw me. It was never.
He didn't make himself like
never
vitally important. Like I'm the end all be all. Like the only reason I'm even as active as I am, and like I keep bringing up my daughter's ongoing is because she wants to be an actress. So there are things from a technical standpoint. At some point, we got to get together, and she values that information from me. Right. And then there's also only so much I know anyway, because of the form of acting she's going into. So, you know, but we have
your daughter trying to act like she really trying to do that thing.
Right now she's like, I want to be on Broadway, and like,
oh, she's trying to do shows. Yeah. That's what the bread is.
Yeah. Yeah. She wants to go to New York, man. Like, and I'm like, man, I don't know. That's
where the bread at though.
I mean, as long as she's enjoying herself and she can support herself, I support that dream.
Ooh, that lifestyle of hustle. All right. Yeah. That's a hustle right there.
So that's where we're at with that. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I know we're all parents. We all want to like protect our children, and that's how he's in the couch stat, trying to protect my son and whatever. And it was nothing. Your son, I'm sorry, you already made your son's a grown man in a grown working environment, and you've made him an instant millionaire. What are you protecting him from?
You're protecting him from the mean sports analyst, Raw. I'm tired of telling you that. All right. You obviously don't have any understanding of what it's like to be LeBron James. Okay. So you need to give LeBron his space.
No, I don't. And I probably will never be that rich. But, you know.
And money, that's okay. That. Let's stop talking about.
Well, no, but this goes back to the whole question of like, would you rather have, you know, leave this legacy in money and wealth versus what you have to offer as a parent to physically being around? So I'm telling you, in my opinion, that's an example of a man attempting to be a man. And look, this is a small mistake and whatever. And like I said, I'm not going to say anything about his actual family because again, like, it's not like I'm hearing that they running the streets and doing a bunch of weird things, and everything I've seen of Bronny is he just trying to play basketball. So I don't even want to get that crazy about it. But in terms of posturing like that and posturing like you down for some activity and you don't come from that life like that because you've been in NBA the whole time, it's unnecessary. You're a businessman. Handle yourself like a businessman. If you have a grievance with someone, handle it like a man and not emotional like that. And maybe you could have got somewhere quietly, but you decided you wanted to posture for TV. You wanted to posture because of ego. And now it looks weird and you're inspiring people to do weird things. So guess what? We already seen that with John Morant and Shannon Sharp on the sideline. How weird was that? Some 60-year-old men trying to tussle on the sideline.
Weird.
Right?
For what?
If you want to talk, and if you really want to take it there, this is exactly everything everyone ever feared when they go, don't let black people get rich.
Man, I think you going deep, and no, I'm not letting you go there because that's another podcast and they don't deserve all that information right now. But what I will say is this is supporting my thesis earlier about why I chose years, because the money ain't it. Okay. And I'm going to take my time with this because I want everybody to hear me. The money's not it because what the money does is it puts you in these scenarios, right? These positions where you have no experience. You have no understanding of who you are. Not saying that LeBron doesn't know who he is. But you have no understanding of how to navigate and how to get centered back to who you are. But when you have time to develop your mind, develop your brain, train your sense of understanding, how to handle yourself in every situation, every room, how to posture yourself in front of other human beings, to send the right message, then and only then will money have no effect on you, no matter the dollar amount. Because you know who you are, you know what the mission is, and nothing really gets you off track. Okay, so take the money out of it, because I hate that. I really do hate that. We said a couple podcasts ago, we don't talk on this podcast for the bread. We talk this podcast because we have a sense of belief and we know who we are and we know what we want to do. and we know we have voices that we have messages that should be heard, and we love to communicate with other individuals, right? I just don't think that making it about the money, man. Will Smith said it. Will Smith said it, man. He wished that everybody would get rich so they know that the money not it.
No,
it just ain't.
All it does is it affords you to do and be more of what you already are. So if you're not right, it's going to force it. Now, and again, knowing what I know about LeBron's background, he survived and overcame a lot.
A ton.
So I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. I want to make sure that I say that from what I've seen.
But you ain't said nothing wrong. Go ahead, bump all that. You don't got to cover the ground. You being you address the situation.
I'm trying to be fair.
Yeah, you are.
but you know what would impress me if after a few days he come out and he go, I want to apologize to Stephen A for attacking him in public like that, because
ain't doing that.
That's unbecoming of someone of our stature, right? But he's not gonna do that. But those are the sorts of things that when we all make mistakes, if we can apologize and be a man about it, I would respect that.
I mean, bro, he ain't doing that though. So you might as well just let that go.
If he was
not doing that,
if he was the so-called king, there'd be no fear about that.
Well, it's different because there's only one king, and that's King Jesus. But I will say this, man. Sports and emotions, let's bring up Michael Jordan real quick. Michael Jordan did a great job of being everybody's hero as it pertained to his legacy and who he is. Mm-hmm. But his personal life was his personal life. So Michael Jordan loved to gamble. We know that.
Oh, yeah.
But that's his business.
I mean,
that's his business.
That might be the reason his father got killed.
Yeah, exactly.
It might be.
Just saying.
Yeah, but even that, right? Like we can get into the weeds on all that, but you don't never see him out there like that, no matter what's going on, right? Like whatever divorce he went through, whatever. Like his son was dating his ex teammate's wife, to Marcus Jordan. Marcus Jordan just went to jail for a DUI. You don't hear Michael Jordan saying nothing or being a part of that or giving interviews or whatever. If he ain't talking about his brand, his shoes, basketball, his team, he chilling. Mm-hmm. He golfing. He ain't got nothing to say.
Businessman.
He above that. He always has been. He always has been.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why it's two different dynamics.
Yeah. He might be the worst human being in human history, for all I know.
But we don't know.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know. But I always thought that, especially when it comes to athletes and like celebrities, like sometimes we know too much, bro. And then now it's like this outward projection, and it's like, and we're supposed to validate that. And the simple answer is, it doesn't actually we don't even need to know. It's not important.
We don't need to know. It's not at all.
It's not even why I know you. Like, honestly, like when Tom Brady went through Tom Brady's my favorite player of all time, right? Like, as he went through his divorce and people trying to say on me, I'm like, I don't care. That's between him and Giselle. I don't really care.
It ain't got nothing to do. It don't got nothing to do with me.
And besides acknowledging like, okay, everyone knows I'm getting a divorce, he kind of like didn't really say anything. He's like, whatever. And then he apologized. He actually apologized for when they did you see the Tom Brady roast on Netflix?
Oh yeah, I seen that. Oh yeah.
I didn't like it. It was a little.
Some of it was good. Some of it was pretty funny.
Some of it was kind of but it was I don't know.
Three people after Randy Moss went, it was super lame to me. Yeah, if you remember the order. So when Randy Moss got out there, I felt that Randy Moss, it wasn't a roast for him. It was more of a venting session for Randy Moss. And then after that, it just became monotonous. They were
that might be the great word for it. It got weird. And I was like, why am I watching this? And this is uncomfortable. But he did apologize because he was like, he said, he didn't really know it was going to be that many jokes about Giselle and the divorce and the trainer that she's with now, whatever.
That was lame.
But he still apologized because it was his roast. And he said he wanted to apologize to Giselle and his kids because he didn't mean for that to be the spotlight.
Yeah. Like,
to me, that's a man. That's a man. Because he didn't need to apologize. He didn't say nothing, but he knew it was outward and it was kind of on his watch. And he wasn't going to go into detail about it, but he was like, I didn't want this for my family because that's still my family. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But why is his people, I say in quotations like this, why can't they just keep it? I mean, bro, whatever. I don't know, bro.
I mean, but that's a part of what you accept when you decide to have a public life.
Yeah,
which this is why I decided to be a voice actor.
That's true.
Because I ain't got to deal with a lot of it because a lot of people miss me because all I got to do is not say nothing. Don't nobody know who the hell I am.
I like that. I like what you did there. That was smooth. That was smooth. I like what you did there. Hey, you're a smooth criminal. You know that?
Hey, I try my damnedest.
That was good.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling Mari, I was like, unless he pulled me on screen one day, I'm never going to be out there.
Never?
Nah, probably not. It's going to have to, you know what? It's going to take somebody coming to get me to say, we want you for this, come do this. And it makes sense. Otherwise I have no need to be on screen. Wow. I have a voice for radio, not a face for TV. Voice, though.
Nah, I think you're selling yourself short. As your partner in crime on this podcast, I say never limit yourself. Just because you go on TV does not mean your life has to become public. You just said that. Just saying.
No.
Just saying.
Oh, no. I try to be careful.
Man.
I try to be careful.
Oh, man. Okay, we said all that. I think I got one more thing
all right.
I have to comment on. And that is the fact of all the trades going on in the NFL. I have to talk to you about it. How you feel. And one in particular, yesterday, Sam Darnold got traded to the Seattle Seahawks. And everybody said, this man got paid too much money. What is this man? What is going on? And my argument is, it is very difficult to run 14 football games in the National Football League. Mm-hmm. Do you know many people that have been able to do that? Because I don't.
Very few.
He did it in 1 year. So do I think that...
I know somebody that won 17.
Stop.
Okay.
Right now. Okay. He's probably the greatest quarterback of all time.
Probably?
Yeah, I said probably. You know, some people's idea might be different. I just said probably to cover
those are stupid ideas. We all know the answer. No, I'm saying. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. But I just think it's funny that, you know, people always say, oh, it's because he had Justin Jefferson and Addison as receivers. But Jefferson didn't have a record year last year. Mm-hmm. He didn't go that crazy. Sam Darnold just did a really good job with that team. Mm-hmm. He did a really great job of passing the ball. So I don't know, man. The trade, the time of trade really makes you see your value as a human to these teams. We see Sam Darnold get paid max, and Deebo Samuel gave away for a 5th round draft pick. And I think that they're, in my opinion, equal value. In my opinion. Mm-hmm. No, Deebo didn't have a good year. He's been injured. But up until last year, Sam Darnold was one of the most horrible quarterbacks in the NFL. Mm-hmm. So how do you weigh that?
So, do you want my answer?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Get yourself out that man pocket.
You're right. No. Me? Oh, you tell other people. I'm not in this pocket. I'm glad he got paid. Hold on, time out.
Okay.
I'm glad he got paid.
Yeah. But you like, how come?
Yeah. No. I'm not like, how come? I'm saying, why do people think that he don't need to get paid that much?
Got it. I don't know. The thing about sports contracts, there's getting paid for what you're worth, right? Like what you've already done and being rewarded for that. but there's also potential, getting paid off potential value. And that don't always pan out. And so there's a mix there. Some people, it's like, it kind of makes more sense than others. And some people, you got to take a gamble because this might be the time, and that works out, but also, how desperate is the team? And there's a lot of teams that don't make smart moves. Yeah. So, and there's a lot of players like, oh, I want to go to a winning team. And then they go to the Raiders. It's like, make that make sense. Although the Raiders are getting better, but they're trending. I'm not going to lie. I hate the Raiders, but they're trending the right way. It seemed like, but,
I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, you guys are just turning into a sports podcast, but since we was already talking about LeBron James, I would just be needing to vent to another level-headed individual who can talk about sports every now and then. Okay?
You're going to see, though, because it might not make sense. It might not make sense until the season starts. Then you might go, oh. Or you might go, see, I told you.
No, I'm going to definitely go see, I told you. I'm definitely going to go see, I told you. I love that line. But I guess, I don't know, Rob. I struggle, man. Because I'm a football lover, but I'm also a human, and I just want everybody to get where they're valued at.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. Since you play football, let's say you got drafted. You made it to the NFL. You went to a traditionally bad team, the Browns, the Jets, whatever. And you did you did your first contract there. You might have had kind of an okay year. But that team has been bad historically for 30 years.
What's kind of an okay year? Just to stop you right there.
Like you guys won 6 or 7 games.
Okay.
Right? And then you lose your quarterback. You're always retooling. It never adds up. You come up in your contract year. You deserve a lot of money because you're balling out. You're considered to be the best at your position or one of the best. And they offer you a contract. You staying? Or are you going somewhere where like you can also continue to build a name, but go somewhere where you can contend?
I'm an old school guy, never been in the NFL. So for the people listening to this, you better not try to judge me, but I believe in loyalty.
See, I'd be like, why are you doing that?
I believe exactly.
Like, why is Myles Garrett re-signing to the Browns?
Because he believes in loyalty. He believes in loyalty. I would love to have him in the Eagles. Side note, we were making room for him.
So why would you not take a little less and go there? You're likely to compete. You saw what just happened.
Loyalty. That's what Kendrick Lamar said. That's all I have to say about that. Some of us believe in old school values, Rob. Some of us believe that the man we gave our word is the man we trust. Okay, but sometimes that man.
Your loyalty is playing out your contract. You did that.
I don't know. You're right about that part.
It ain't like you quit mid-contract and was like, let me go.
LeBron, when Michael Jordan went to the Chicago Bulls, he said he wanted to make the Chicago Bulls a winning franchise. Michael Jordan signed 3 different contracts with the Bulls. That's because he was loyal.
He also was competing, and they were also taking care of him and putting like it all.
He was not competing the first 4 years in Chicago.
Yeah, but after that he did. But those were his growing years at the same time. It lined up.
It lined up. Myles Garrett growing years.
Wait, how old am I? How many championships has the Browns won? How many playoffs games has the Browns won? Once since I've been alive?
Chicago Bulls.
Huh?
They didn't have any championships when Michael Jordan first started. Could be the same narrative. See? Boom. Come on. You got to give it to me. That's a great comparison. Those great comparisons.
Maybe. I might do some more research on that. I don't know if I buy that one. How long have the Browns been bad? The Browns left the league and came back, and they still bad, historically bad.
People were saying the same thing about the Chicago Bulls. Myles Garrett could be their Michael Jordan. That's what they see him at. He could be that for them.
But are they going to build around him, though? Probably not.
No, you're being negative right now. That's the problem.
Why?
You just a Browns hater. Are they in your division?
I don't pay attention to them because they lose, so I don't care where they at.
Are they in your division?
No. Wait.
Okay.
No.
I say they're not in your division.
No.
I think you're Miami.
Miami. It's us. Miami. Oh my God! It's not football season. My brain's not working right now.
No, it's mine either. Take your time though, because guess what? That's why I got this phone right here.
Let me think. It's us.
No, don't think. Don't use your brain power.
No, not Baltimore.
Look, watch this. Watch how I do you. Standings. Okay, you guys are. Oh, your division is actually kind of hard. New England, Buffalo, Miami, the Jets.
There you go.
That division is actually kind of interesting right there.
Well, we ain't got to worry about the Jets. It's been a long time since we had to worry about the Jets.
Yeah. They went 5-12.
I mean, and look, real talk, being fair, it's been a long time since y'all had to worry about us.
Yeah, bro, you guys went 4-13 last year. Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad.
That's okay.
My bad. But look at that. When I pull up the bracket for the playoff bracket for the Super Bowl, the Eagles were able to beat the Green Bay Packers 22-10. Then they went to beat the Rams 28-22. Then we beat the Commanders 55-23.
That was the game.
But then we beat.
That was the game. I would argue that's when you won the Super Bowl.
It was. And then we beat the two-time Super Bowl champ, Kansas City Chiefs, 40-22. In the whole world, no, we actually beat them 40-7. Well, they got some trash time points, but whatever. Anyway, there's
not an argument for me.
I don't know, man. The Browns division is very hard, though. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Three of the arguably the best.
What's Cincinnati doing? What are you even talking about right now?
Joe Burrow? I mean, bro.
No. Joe Burrow has been serviceable lately. Like, something wrong with that dude.
Yeah, just because he dyes hair don't mean something wrong with him, bro.
So, I don't know. He got paid or something. What happened?
He got paid. You're right. It probably is because he got paid, but he still.
Like at one point, Cincinnati was scary. That time has passed.
They still are.
Oh no,
bro! Look at that division, bro. Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
Baltimore, yes. Division. Pittsburgh is scary because Pittsburgh's historically scary. Even when they're bad, they scary.
Oh, you saying they fluke?
I'm saying they're gonna have. I'm saying they got to put in work if they want to be a part of the conversation.
Say what you saying. Say what you saying. You still It's
gonna be some bets this year. I can feel it. It's gonna be some bets this year. And we're not betting on our team. We're gonna bet on like the Browns. I'm making you put your money where your mouth is.
Okay, right now, I'm going to say, for all intents and purposes, the Browns are going to make it to the divisional round of the playoffs.
Who's their quarterback?
It don't matter. I'm doing it on faith.
I'm saying they don't make the playoffs.
I'm doing it. Okay. Y'all got it. Y'all heard this now. And then we're going to bet Raw owe me lunch. And I would prefer to have lunch at Reunion Kitchen. Okay? Reunion Kitchen at Corona. If the Browns make it to the divisional round. I ain't going to forget. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You heard that?
Okay.
What you want? What you wagering?
Okay. We can go across the street to Dada Sushi.
Oh, okay. Bet. Say that. I forgot Dada fire too. That ain't really an L for me.
Let's do it.
Only L
but it's not an L till you paying for my bluefin.
Yeah, fact. All right, come on, Brown.
Let's do it.
If you there, Miles, I need you.
Hey, right, I'm gonna let you know the last time I did food bets on football seasons, I never lost. Shout out to my homeboy Jerry. All those Buffalo Wild Wings dinners, they was hidden. Because he like his Raiders, so he was always betting the Raiders.
Can I modify mine?
Huh?
Can I modify mine?
Say that again?
I just want to modify mine.
Okay.
I just want to bet that they made the playoffs.
Okay.
I was leaving too much room for error because they can make the wild card game.
So you be getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I do. Let's just make the playoffs.
All right. Playoffs or no playoffs. Make it simple.
Yeah. Because the divisional round, they might mess around and play somebody like the Ravens in the wild card. You know what I mean?
They're not going to get there. Don't worry about it. They don't got a quarterback right now.
Chill, bro. They're
going to win like 6 games.
Chill. You killing me, Small.
It's the Browns, bro. It's the
You
Browns.
killing me, Small. Oh man. What was I about to tell you? Okay, that's it. I'm done with sports. LeBron James did a horrible thing. That was very
He
tragic.
made a mistake. He didn't do a horrible thing.
Let's get out of this funk. Let's not let the politics of the world cloud our judgment on what we think or how we feel. Make sure that you take care of your family. If you got 40 more years as opposed to 10, that's completely up to you.
I hope you got 40 years if you listen to this podcast.
I hope you got 40 years. I hope.
Because our demographic is everyone like in their mid 30s to early 40s.
Yeah, for listening.
Yeah. I just checked the stats. It's mostly people between slightly above your age, a little higher than mine.
So I pray that people choose their time and be able to invest in their, because even if you got 40 years and you don't hit every notch you wanted to, the world is never what you think it is. So just because you don't think you're doing what you need to be doing doesn't mean your life isn't lining up the way it needs to be. It always happens in time, and it always happens the way it should. So that's my message for everybody. I think that your expectation as opposed to your reality on what's going on around you is what matters, okay? And it's up to you to make steps towards your goals every day. It's up to you to put that hard hat on. It's up to you to love your family. It's up to you to be the best individual that you can be. It's not up to nobody else. But yeah, that's me.
Man, I think first of all, that was beautiful. That made me think just now, like that'd probably be a good topic for another podcast is, I know in our own minds, we always think about, having things happen on our schedule, the way we plan them. And then they don't sometimes.
Never do.
Or it doesn't happen the way you wanted it to happen. And I think that's a topic all in itself. I think we can definitely do something around that. Cause I've got stories, things that I was supposed to do, careers I was supposed to have. And I'm still roundabout working in that career. Like I still work with audio, but I didn't set out from age 15 to say, I'm going to be a podcaster or a voice actor. I actually thought I was going to be a musician. You know what I mean? Then I thought I was going to work in audio. I went to school for audio to be an engineer, audio engineer. And then that didn't pan out either.
But you know what's crazy?
What's up?
At the beginning of this podcast, we got music and audio. And you an engineer.
We doing
right
it
now.
Right.
But
it took a different form though. But that's what I'm saying. It took a different form. I still ended up happy. So sometimes it's not on time. It's not the way you originally envisioned it, but it still works out if you don't let go of the dream.
Yep.
So let's think about that. We'll probably do something around that.
Next week, y'all heard it. All right. Listen, y'all just got a sneak peek. We never give sneak peek. All right. We never give you any insight on what we want to talk about. Okay. But I guess because we kind of like y'all a little bit more, you guys are kind of growing on us. We will allow you to peek into the mind of two geniuses. Okay. We will allow that.
Whoa, hold on. You calling people king? You calling people geniuses?
Hey,
you out of pocket
I'm
today.
On one today. I'm on one today. I'm on one. All right. I'm kidding, y'all. I'm done. I'm kidding.
We out of here before you get us in trouble.
I love y'all.
So Dada Sushi, you going?
Dada Sushi. Oh, no, we're going to reunion.
No, we're going to Dada.
I ain't even. Let's go, Brown. Let's go. Let's go, Brown. Let's go.